Welcome back to the DrossCast podcast. My name is Kat, and I am joined by the one and only Dross Squad with fuck number one, Slay.
So I had 4 energy drinks yesterday, and I saw colors humans shouldn't see.
Okay, well that sounds like you had more than energy drinks. But moving on to fuck number 2, Bob.
Yellow.
Mielo.
That's it, Yellow.
It's like a cat version of yellow. Like it.
Indeed.
And last but not least, fuck number 3, Akko. Say something.
I'm just here for the tacos.
Same.
You will be disappointed. There are 0 tacos.
Oh, what the fuck?
See you guys.
Yeah, why'd we come?
Well, today you guys are in for a special treat because our cast of rejects will be pitching ideas to the other squad members in the squad tank. Don't get excited. It's literally Shark Tank, but shittier. Okay, so who wants to start us off? Who's got a good pitch for the Sharks? Go on
Well,
once.
Slay.
Don't all.
I only got one. So.
Yeah, don't all jump at once. Jesus, fuck. Well, okay, I came up with 2, so I suppose I'll do my serious one first. So, y'all know I'm pretty into the fitness scene, and I also hate cooking. So I thought a good idea would be to, like, provide a meal prepping service, kind of like delivered to your door in a week. So you get an app, you download the app, it will track all your food similar to like a MyFitnessPal, but then in there you also can select based on your macro goals, so macronutrients, that whole song and dance. If you're calculating that, trying to lose weight, depending on what your goals are, it will lay out meals for you, and then based on each week you can say like, I want 3 chicken meals, 2 beef meals, and a random one that looks tasty, and then tacos, and then they'll deliver them to your house, and you just reuse the Tupperware. So every week you just leave it out. You just exchange it when the person comes. You take that, and you get paid monthly or weekly depending on how often you use the service, and it's all in one. So it'd be something you can track on your phone with the app, and you can put all your food in there and where you are, and it'll track your goals, but then it also gives you the food, because I hate cooking, and that's the main thing that I want to get rid of. I want to not cook. I want to be post-food. If I could not eat, I would. Eating is a chore. It's like
It's a fun
waking
chore.
up. It's something you have to do, but something that you don't enjoy.
I enjoy it very much.
Definitely.
I could
Yes.
care less.
I agree with the cooking part, but eating,
Yeah.
No, I'm over
I could
eating.
never give up eating.
Like, if I could just take a pill and it would give me all the nutrients and make me feel full, I could care less.
So you're telling me I put a nice, warm, gooey chocolate chip cookie right in front of you, and you ain't gonna want to eat it?
Not if I have
You
a...
take the pill instead.
Yeah. If it makes me feel full,
But it doesn't
Okay,
taste good.
Psycho, it
What
doesn't
about
I don't
the
taste
care.
good.
flavor?
I don't care. I'm over food. I don't care about food. It's a chore to me. Eating food is a chore. It takes time out of my day.
So last week, Bob was a sociopath for liking black coffee. I feel as though we found the real sociopath here.
Why? 'Cause I think eating is a chore.
And I don't even think you're just a sociopath. I think you might actually be a psychopath. So
Yeah.
glad we found this out.
If I could live in a world like that, that would be ideal.
So how much does your service cost? If I'm a shark and I'm investing.
Fuck off.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't know.
I just mean like if you were gonna download the app and actually like do it, how like.
Well,
my
the
thing
app,
was-
so, I mean, it would be similar to, like, the MyFitnessPal thing, where if you just want to download an app and have a tracking app, it could be for free. So we could get people in the door just by having the app. But then offering the extra amenities, such as it would come with the bonus of getting somebody to actually look at your meals and what your goals are and making a personalized plan for you, rather than just guessing, like, oh, I should only be consuming 1,500 calories. So... But that would just be a one-time thing, so it'd be just an upfront cost, and then it would be a charge either weekly or monthly, depending, I don't know, whatever the person wants. So, I don't know, you can't even get a sub from Subway for less than $5, for less than $5. So if I just equate it to about $5 a meal for like a lunch prep program, 5 days a week, because usually people would do it during work. They'd bring it to work. So that's, 5 times 5 is $25, plus a upfront cost of having a personal trainer, which I would just say in itself would be, I don't know, a $25 cost. And so $50. And I don't know, 4 weeks, so like $100 a month.
$50 times 4 weeks.
Sorry.
Great math.
No. Well, the 25 right away would just be to get your goal.
I'm already out.
That 25 would just be once. So it'd just be in the first, like your first month, it would just be like $150, and then every month after that, it would be like $100.
Right. I mean, I like that because I agree. I also don't like cooking. I love eating, but my problem with if you want to eat something that is either delivered to you or you can pick up quickly, it's generally going to be like something deep fried. It's not going to be healthy.
Right.
So having a healthy delivery option is definitely a good idea. But my fear would be that it would be really fucking expensive. Because if you go to any like sort of grocery store and you want to buy a bunch of healthy food, a lot of times it's more expensive than like a bag of chips. Right. So, and to have somebody else put it all together for you and also deliver it on top of the cost of the actual foods, I feel like it could get expensive for people that are like me and poor and fat and hungry.
Well, I'm kind of, I guess the delivery fee would need to be negotiated because it would honestly just depend. But I did this for a coworker for a while. She gave me $100 for the month, and I meal prepped for her, and it lasted. Like, that $100 lasted the entire month for me to give her a sustainable, good, decent meal every single day. So, like, if you're... And I was already cooking this shit for myself anyways. Right. So if you think about it in regards to that, I mean, if we go global corporate and we're having a facility, obviously everything's going to cost more. But I'm thinking if it's just a local app,
yeah,
you could get by pretty cheap.
Like Uber, but they bring you healthy food.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. And you wouldn't have to necessarily, and like I said, the Tupperware would be reusable, so you're not constantly having to buy Tupperware. That could be a condition upon the purchase of the service that the week we'll give you a week, but then when we come, we need that Tupperware back so we can give you more shit in a bowl.
Otherwise, a fee will be set.
I just want more healthy options that are actually goal driven instead of, because I work in a big city, and the food options for quick, easy meals are either Subway every single fucking day for a healthy option, or we got Taco John's, and there's a My Burger, and a Arby's, and it's like, well...
Sounds fucking good, man.
Yeah.
You're making me hungry.
None of those, or a salad bar. Like, you get a salad bar, Subway, or everything deep fried you can think of. And I just want more wholesome, simple meals you can just eat for cheap.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have to be crazy.
So if they're just meal prepping for you, let's say, like, you don't want to do lunches, you want to do dinners. Like, is it pre-cooked, or is it just going to be, like, a little packet saying, like, cook this chicken at this, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, a dinner service would be a whole different thing, because I feel like that would be more of a, we will supply you the stuff, we will supply you the ingredients, we would supply you how to make it, and then you would make it on your own. Where the lunches would be pre-made, you just pop them in the microwave to heat them up, because it's supposed to be convenient at work. It's not supposed to be more work for you.
Right.
Because that's the whole point of meal prepping, is you get everything out of the way in a week, so then you just grab it and go, and it's convenient, it's, you know it's going to be good, it's simple. And then I was also thinking if we wanted to expand, which obviously if we did a dinner option, I was also thinking a breakfast option, those would also increase the price per month of what we would charge. But breakfast, honestly, is something we could jack the price up as a supplier, but it'd also be cheap. Like, to give people eggs, right?
True.
Or smoothie ingredients. Blend this. Or give it to them already blended and just say, keep it in your fridge and pour it out in a container.
I feel like it would get nasty if you had, like, all subtle if it was a smoothie.
Wow. We would work out the kinks.
I've not heard of a good frozen reheated smoothie ever.
Reheated smoothie.
When
Well,
did
to
you ever
make
eat
it-
it in
you
the
eat
first
it the
place?
first time,
You
yeah.
could like thaw it, but I
Or-
don't know if you would.
Thought out
Yeah.
smoothie. Because I've tried frozen or freezing smoothies and I kind of make them the day before for the
Well,
next
that's
day.
just because they separate when they thaw.
Yeah, it doesn't work. And I know you had trouble with that too.
Well,
Kat.
I'm not saying. I was giving an example. Like smoothies probably wouldn't work, but I'm
No.
saying.
Just take a
If
spoon.
someone can
Oatmeal.
figure out a way how to
Oatmeal.
make a smoothie work, though, that's
I think you could. You could just do it like,
That's a whole
part of
new
the
thing.
Tupperware
That's right
thing
there.
you buy. You
That's-
could buy
I'm
like
invested in
a
that.
blender base, kind of like a
Right.
an individual bullet size whatever blender, and then they just come in like cups of fruit / whatever else you want to put in it. Dump it in your little blender and just hit on for
Yeah, but
30
then-
seconds.
You can't do that though if you work somewhere where let's say you have to take your lunch break outside because you're on like
But this is
construction.
breakfast.
I'm just talking about smoothies. So I'm not taking topic.
Well, if you want to eat it for a different meal, that's your prerogative, Akko. But for the normal people that would eat breakfast at breakfast time, would just blend it before they go, and then you could like drink it in the car or on the bus.
Well, yeah,
or-
I'm saying like lunchtime.
But mainly, my pitch with this is I want.
Back
Let's
to what
get
the
on-
real thing
back on
is.
topic
I
here.
want healthy options that aren't going to screw up my diet, that are cost effective and hassle free.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Yes. Yes.
And I like the idea of pairing it with a tracking app because then it's all in one. You're not having to go over here for this and over there for that. It's all in fucking one, and then we can work towards getting those pills that you just take.
I was gonna say, are you gonna offer those in this service?
Yes,
Okay.
once I come up with that. I mean, I'm sure there is pills you could take that are all inclusive with your nutrients and your goals, but it'd be the feeling full part because I don't like the feeling of being hungry.
Well, if I was a shark, I would invest in the idea under two conditions. One, depending on how costly it would be to the consumer, because I feel like that would be really driven as to whether or not it would be successful. But two, magic pills are not part of the plan because my ass
Exactly.
is eating real food.
Yes. Yes.
So that's
no one's gonna buy those pills.
that's my opinion.
I
as a
will.
shark.
I will.
Sorry,
I
you're
will
the only one.
put all my stock in it.
I would like pills. You think about it. You eat.
Okay, you found another person.
You're gonna give up pizza
Out of 4.
or tacos, Akko? You're gonna give those up and never eat them again.
No, and she didn't say the pills wouldn't be flavored.
She
Ew,
did.
nasty.
And yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, I'm out.
Why not? If took a pill, it tastes like tacos. Boom,
I think
solved.
this is a big enough sample size for you that you can say 2 out of 4 people prefer the pill.
All right. Well, that's a good pitch. So I commend you for your creativity. Mine is not as good, but I'm gonna pitch it anyways.
Mine either.
So, okay, sharks. How many of you have a pet that you don't like
That
to
I
give
want
baths
to have
to?
it run away.
You don't want to give it baths. You don't want to brush it, and you wish it could just take care of it itself. Right? Right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my idea is called Paw Spa. And what this is it's a robotic spa for your pet that you keep in your house. Similar to like a little tiny tunnel that your cat would walk through for fun. It would just get clean in the process of walking through this. I am not a scientific person, so I have no idea how to construct said robot. But the things that it would have to do are shampoo your dogs, and I guess also your cats, maybe, but I feel like cats would not go in there if they had to get wet. So I think there'd be a wet setting and a dry setting. So if you're going for full-on bath, they get shampooed, sprayed down, demudded, whatever. Otherwise, the dry side can be like you just get a spritz of like dry shampoo, because I know they have that for cats. Combing or brushing, little arms that will come down. Cats would love the shit out of it because they love getting scratched. Mm-hmm. And dogs, I don't know, would just get trained like a normal dog does to do other things, to just walk through it. And I'm thinking there'd be a little treat compartment at the end. So if they go through, they get a treat on their merry way. They're clean, they're fluffy, they don't get mud and nasty shit all over your house. Or if you have people that are allergic to cats coming over, you can just stick your cat through the machine. He gets brushed out
Slay.
nice. Yeah,
Slay.
really. And he gets brushed out real nice, danders out, and you didn't have to do anything except for, buy it, which would probably be pretty hefty. I think this would probably run for like $200. Like, this would be a thing that would not be a cheap expense, but if you consider, if you're actually going and getting your dog groomed on any sort of regular basis, that's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I think Slay's going to buy in on that one.
Well,
With what she has to do for our dogs. I don't bathe them because I don't want to.
you're lazy.
So I would buy this too. Slay
Yeah.
does, though.
Well,
Is there a harness that you can strap them in to make sure they go through?
I think you could lead them through with a leash. I mean, it's a tunnel, right? So it's not like it has to be completely closed up. My thing is I would be afraid of an animal getting like strangled in there if you try to like put it in with a collar and then it like freaks out and like I don't want it.
What you could do
Well, I'm just saying because they're going to freak out. Let's just say it's a cat. Walks in. Hits that water. It's going to immediately freak the fuck out.
It's a dry and a wet setting. That's what I'm saying. Dry and wet setting.
But what you can do is when they walk in, don't have it start right away. But when they walk in, have
closes.
a door shut behind them.
I think it would come with a training manual.
The gas.
Yes.
Oh my god. Wrong podcast.
Oh my god.
So I think it would come with a training manual, right? So if you have a dog saying like, you'd probably just walk it through a few times without starting it and just give it treats for walking through so it gets kind of used to it.
Jump in head first. Don't be a puss.
Or that. Best of luck to you. Mm-hmm. If you have a cat, same type of deal. You could put catnip in the air in there and the cat would be having it. There's a lot of different ways you train it. So I think it would come with a training manual with a few different ideas, however you get your furry friend to walk on through. But the idea is you don't have to bring your pet somewhere to get them clean, and you also don't have to take the time to do it yourself.
So, couple questions for you.
Maybe answers.
Okay. So, let's say you are a homeowner with multiple pets, i.e. me, who has a medium-sized dog and an extra-large dog. Would I buy two? Would the extra-large, does it cost more for the size? Does it...
No, I think, so think of it kind of like a car wash. Like whether or not you have a smart car or a truck, you can go through the same car wash, and I would think it would be kind of the same. So it would probably just come in either like a small and a large. I don't think there'd be a bunch of different sizes. I think there'd either be a big one if you have big dogs or a smaller one if you only have cats. And then the arms and the contraptions inside would just come at different lengths. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, spraying water, you can do it any height, so...
Where would you, if I bought this contraption, where would you recommend putting it in a house? Like, how messy is it going to get with the water? How clean is it going to stay in regards to spraying water everywhere? Is it a bathroom thing? Is it a front door thing? Is it a cute little ottoman I can put in my living
Dear
room?
Lord.
And
absolutely not the last one. I think the machine itself would be fairly clean because there would be, doors on it. You can shut it, or you can lead them through with the doors open if you want. I would say if it was me, I would probably put it in like a basement or something, or
an already flooded basement
out near garage,
yes,
something like
perfect.
that. Because I wouldn't be worried so much of the machine being a mess, but like if your dog comes out and they're still wet or anything, they're gonna shake out and get water. You know what I mean? So I would probably put it somewhere you don't want, like in the middle of attention.
So in your situation, you guys live in an apartment. Where would you put it in your apartment?
I mean, at that point, I'd probably just put it out on our little deck.
Okay.
And it's not something that would have to be out all the time. You could also store it somewhere and then just pull it out to use it and then put it away. It's just be a pain in the ass to have to do that. So, but if you're in an apartment like me, maybe, there might not be a problem with, like, you could just wait till you're out of the apartment or not, like...
Or don't own a pet.
Well, just don't spend $200
That's why
on
you
thing.
release the gas.
Yes.
If you kill the
There's
pet,
that option.
There is no death setting on the PASPA.
Well, I'm out.
I also think we would sell miniature little tools to ease, like, clipping nails for pets or, like, filing nails for pets. It wouldn't be in the machine, obviously, because if they're walking through, you're not going to, like, strap their feet down and just, like, go ham. I think that would be more shampooing and brushing, but some sort of little contraption, because my cat hates getting his fucking claws clipped. Like, he will fight you till the cows come home. He just will not sit still. So to have something that the cat could, like, maybe not throw a bitch fit about and just chill for a sec so I can clip his nails, that would be something that the company would work towards after the PASPA is a huge success. So.
No, true fact, though. No matter what type of nail clipper for animals they say is easiest, none of them work.
No. It's not the clipper itself, it's a problem. It's the animal.
Yeah.
So you have to
but
have
they're all like,
something
the easiest way of ever clipping a nail is this trimmer here. And it's like, no, that was still as hard as the $5 one I bought.
There are like these like harness bag type of things that you can put your pet in where like just their paws stick out so that they can't really struggle. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that wouldn't go well.
You just hang them up from the ceiling. All right.
Also, there might have to be something with, like, blow drying in there, too.
Well, I would
quick little
assume
blow
so.
dry, because, I mean...
Both my dogs are long-haired, and if you get them wet, you better fucking dry them.
So I think that would be part of the wet setting, is at the end there'd be a little, like, blow dry spritz for them to walk through. Whereas the dry setting, I feel like would be more like, here's a little bit of spray and just comb you out. Bye.
See ya.
So my thing with this is, are we going to have a large sum? Are you anticipating this product to have a large sum of money set aside for the pets that will inevitably
I'm not
Inevitably.
for that one.
It's embarrassing.
I can say words sometimes. English is hard. That are gonna freak the fuck out and hurt themselves.
I mean,
Because
you just put a warning label on it. Like, you know, on baby strollers, they have the warning label that says, do not close stroller with child in seat.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
Warning.
you
But
should
that's
put...
that's a parent doing something stupid. Where this is a pet having an instinct reaction.
Warning: animal might hurt itself.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure something would come up where some animal would ram its head into the side of the wall, but then really, is the cause of it the machine, or would that animal just do that? You know
This
what I mean?
is
Well, if
easily
it's the
fixable though,
machine,
because if you're starting this
has
business,
a death
you're going to have an
sentence.
attorney with you too, and they'll go over legal stuff. So they'll tell you, put this on the package, so you don't get sued, because
Well,
that's what animals are going to do.
Right, but I'm just thinking, I just feel like it would be recalled immediately.
Well, invest your
Perhaps,
money and
yeah.
find out.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Go in blind.
Well,
Figure
because
that
I'm
shit
just
out.
thinking,
Get that money and get out.
My
Yeah.
dogs are pretty mellow. Like, well, Echo
Yeah,
is
okay.
pretty mellow and
Metal.
metal. Yeah. But Nino, he's pretty high strung and he gets triggered very easily. And I could just, no matter how many times I train him to go through that thing, if a thing kicks on and he's not expecting it, he's gonna thrash the fucking thing apart. And I'm just trying to. I mean, he's a medium-sized dog, but if a large-sized dog did that, I could do some damage, man.
That's true. I mean, I guess it's going to be like, you know, it's not going to work for every single pet. Like, if some pets just refuse to get trained and refuse to go in it and are, you know, treating it that way, I would say a good sales approach for this type of product would be to have, like, demos at, like, a pet store. So, like, let's say you talk to PetSmart and have the machine sent there. You can try it with your pet, and if your pet literally acts like they're dying and you don't think that would be something you could train out of them, then maybe don't spend the $200. Or, I mean, if it's more like curious but just apprehensive, then you're probably good to go. But at the end of the day, everyone knows their own pet best. So
I like the demo idea though. That'd be kind. I mean, I would totally go to a Petco or something like that to demo a machine that could potentially save me hours.
and a lot of money. Like my parent,
And I think that you're coming out low with that. I feel like you could actually make more money off this product than $200, and people would definitely be willing to spend it if this were to
That's true.
actually work.
Well, what's a single groomer's cost?
I don't know. I don't have a dog. I don't groom my cat.
Never went there.
Yeah,
No.
But my
I
parents spend a
intentionally
lot.
avoid the groomer because I know they're expensive.
My
I
parents
know
have a
it's
lot
more
on theirs.
expensive with depending on the type of hair.
Yeah,
with the
long
dog.
hair is more expensive than
Nino?
short hair. My parents get like a service, so my parents' miniature schnauzer Darby is like lives on this pedestal higher than man, and they have a service. She comes out and she has a dog spot in the back of like kind of like a food truck, but it's a dog spa. So she drives to their driveway. They trot the dog outside. He goes in there. It's air conditioned. Everything. He
That's
gets his hair
adorable.
done. But that's pretty expensive, right?
Do we
Yeah.
have that for people?
Right?
I would totally get my hair done in
Ooh,
a food truck.
this pitch is
That'd be
changing.
awesome.
But there has to be food in it still. Otherwise, I won't sit still.
Hairdresser just comes out
Nah,
to you.
just
You
give
just
me a
go into the
pill.
truck.
God.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think, and there could also be, you could sell it to dog grooming places too. Like if people don't want to invest the money themselves, or they're dog sitting or something,
Okay.
and a dog gets nasty, like.
Okay, well, I'm out, but I will invest in these hair food trucks
Well,
for
good to know.
humans.
Good to know. So yeah, moving on to the next pitch, I think, unless anyone else has last minute thoughts on PawSpa. Patent
No.
pending.
Oh yeah, TM on all of these ideas, don't steal our shit. But actually, us releasing this shows that we had the idea first. So even if you did steal it, we could come and sue your ass. So you know what? Yeah, go for it. Make this
We
shit.
can't sue them if we don't have like legal
No.
rights over it.
Yes. Yes, you can. If you can prove that it's because what's that called?
Trademark, patent, copyright.
Well, what are all those?
So patent is like a design.
No. Like, what is that called? When it's just an idea, it's not an actual physical, and you steal it.
Like infringement, like patent infringement, copyright infringement.
Right, but what? Oh God, it's on the tip of my tongue. What the term is?
Well, no, because I think people, if somebody else puts out a patent for already, even though we claimed it, I think they still took care of the rights because they through the patent. I don't know. I feel like that would be some giant legal.
I mean, at this point,
issue.
we have
Not
maybe one
invisible.
listener, so I'm not that worried about our ideas getting chat.
Not
Go for it, steal
invisible property.
I also think my idea is still. It might actually
Intangible?
be real.
Intangible
I'm not 100%
property?
sure.
Is that
Intellectual property?
Intellectual property.
Property.
You can prove that it's intellectual property by just having the idea out there, and it holds up in court. They just passed a law recently about that because there's been a lot of internet stuff, and obviously things on the internet gets changed and swapped around so frivolously that if you can provide a date and a time of when you came up with the idea, if you can prove that in court, like I came up with this idea first, they stole it from me. I mean, you have to show some connection. You have to show some proof that they potentially listened to this podcast, but you could win.
I guess I could see that.
So be scared. We're
Right.
coming after you all.
Right.
Yeah.
Anywho, all right, boys. Akko, Bob, who's going?
I don't know.
I can go.
You go.
I'll go. All right.
Is
so
it advice to make you not monotone? Because I would invest in that.
I would definitely invest in that. If I could not be monotone, that'd be great. But here we are. So
It's fine. It's an ASMR. That's why we just invested in it.
it's the worst ASMR you can listen to. So my idea that I came up with, this is kind of the, I don't know, oh my god, I can't even think of words right now.
He
Okay,
actually didn't have an idea. He's trying to stall to come up with one.
I'm trying to
right
think
now.
of one on the spot. No, I got one. Okay, so the one I came up with is one that I've actually thought about a lot while driving, because I have... Don't touch me. So, I have pretty bad road rage. I hate everyone on the road. I wish that I could be the only driver out there. And there's been a lot of people just do stupid stuff on the road. I mean, I do too, but I mean, it's me, so I don't care about that. But there's been many times where I've wanted to be able to honk my horn and have it speak words to tell people what the hell I'm thinking.
In a monotone voice.
Yes, in my monotone voice. All right. So anyway, if we're done with that, personal attacks.
No, we will never be done with
okay,
personal attack.
Great. That's why I married you, apparently. So my invention would be, I would come up with some sort of device that could attach to the car. I know you're not going to be able to do anything probably with attaching this to a horn itself, but I'd have a device that goes on the car that actually will be the speaker, and it's accessible with the app that we'll create for it. And go on.
So basically, you want to hook up a microphone, and when you hit the horn button, it records, and then that's hooked up to a megaphone that blares
That's
out.
just screaming cuss words.
Yep.
That is a smarter option that I did not come up with. So thank you. That's why you're my partner in this cell right now.
So instead of basically going beep beep, you go fuck off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing I have in my head all the time is because I usually go 5 miles over the speed limit, and for some reason around here, people go under the speed limit.
How dare you?
Yeah, they go the speed limit, and that's not right. So, and they go the speed limit in the fast lane. So I'm like coming up behind them, and like clearly they can see me like gaining up on them, and they don't move over. They just stay there, even though the right lane's empty, which I usually have to go into the right lane and pass them. But they just stay in the left lane, and I just always wanted to like hit my horn and have it say, "Move the fuck over." But we don't have that option. So yeah, I came up with the idea for the device that you, dear Lord, the device that you hook up to your car. It's accessible by your Bluetooth for your phone and the app that we have. But of course, now with the new laws going into effect, if they haven't already, you don't want to use your phone while you're driving. So what it would be is you can preset sayings already that you might have in mind. I know sometimes you'll get into a situation where you want to say something else, but you can have presets, and the device also has like a little panel that you put on your steering wheel where you can hit the numbers correlating to your presets. Yeah, that's basically it. But I kind of like Akko's thing where you can actually speak into the speaker rather, so you don't have to do the presets.
So is there a pre-recording, or you have to record yourself saying it?
No, there would be its own voice. I mean, with Akko's, yeah.
Get out of the way,
with
you
Siri.
dumbass.
Out of the way, you motherfucker. No, but with Akko's, of course, it'd be your voice. You're speaking into it directly. But with the one that I came up with, it would just be a generic voice. I mean, I guess we could have the option where you could personalize it and record your own voice and have that as well. But for me, I wouldn't do that because I hate my voice. Like, it's horrible. And I apologize for you having to listen to it.
Yeah, why are you on a podcast?
Because you told me to.
Because my concern would be like people that have discriminatory things to say to drivers sometimes. Like women drivers, for example, like, move over, cunt, you're a woman, can't drive.
I say that all the time in my car, too.
I bet you do. So with presets, then you can at least stay on the safe side of like people aren't going to get like, oh my god, this company is sexist because blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
and get a lot of lawsuits. So if it's preset and like you're just stuck with it. But at the same time, I guess if you're dropping the F-bomb at like little moms driving around like 10 kids in their car, like that's still probably...
Yeah, that mom's dropping more cuss words than anyone else. I'll tell you that.
That's fair.
Well, I am not an aggressive driver. I'm pretty chill. I could care less.
Yeah, it's
because
weird.
I myself
You're aggressive.
You're
in
a terrified
every
driver.
other day life.
Well, no, okay, so I'm aggressive in general, but when it comes to driving, I'm a real shitty driver. So I mean that.
She's apologizing a lot.
Yeah, sorry. Ooh, sorry. I didn't say sorry.
Well, you could get this, and you could say that to people.
Honestly, I could.
You could have a passive aggressive
Yes.
version.
Yeah.
Just the other day, I cut a guy off because I didn't see him in my blind spot. And as he drove by to pass me, I was like, he's going to give me the finger. So I looked out the window and I put up my hand and I was like,
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Did he flip you off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have too.
Yeah. He said, move over, cunt.
Right. So, yeah, mine would either be set to apologizing or like comebacks. So if you say, move out of the way, cunt, I want a button that says, I'm going to suck your eyeballs through a straw or something like that.
And you could do that.
All right.
It's weird, but you can do that.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
that might be fun.
It'd make traffic really interesting as you're walking along this sidewalk.
Eat your tongue.
And then
I
you
feel
hear
like
it come back, and it just keeps going back
I
and
feel like it
forth.
would make road rage worse, though. Like, I feel like it would be
That's what I was-
satisfying to
yeah.
the driver, but then the other people getting it would get even more road rage, and it
Yeah.
would be a...
Unless they have a better comeback, and then it dissolves the whole road
Well, they
rage. 'Cause
can
the other
just-
person's just like, oh, dude, you had
Well, that's
me.
why you
Well,
gotta come up
no.
with ridiculous ones, like, I'm gonna suck your eyeballs out through a straw.
Yeah.
How do you respond to that?
Yeah, you can respond to that. But this way, too, is it might cut down on road rage deaths because someone will say something out of theirs and the other person will be like, I have a gun. And they'll be like, oh, fuck, and drive off. And so the person won't actually get out and shoot them. I'll just warn them.
And I think
I have a
all
gun.
the rage could lead to better sales because, like, if you're driving and you get somebody that says, move the fuck over on theirs, and you don't have one yet, you're like, what the fuck? I need to go out and buy one of these now so I
Yeah.
can, respond to these people. So, like, you would go out and buy one just out of spite to that person because you couldn't respond, so...
Exactly.
True.
And the only issue, so this was my less serious of the two, just because I realized how chaotic the road would actually be. And if, like, everyone had this device, you're not going to be able to tell which one's talking to you because, like rush hour, there's going to be so many horns going off and so many words being said, but I guess everyone would be like, yeah, I agree. Because, yeah, rush hour sucks. But it could get chaotic and cause accidents.
Could you imagine
if
all the
people
conversations?
didn't know what was going on.
You could basically have conversations with people around you.
Yeah.
Dude,
Can I get your number?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Guys.
Yeah, it'd make catcalling a lot easier, like when you're driving.
There we go.
Yeah.
Anybody got some TP? I'm out of TP over here.
Oh, shit, my pants!
That's a perfect one.
Get out
that
of the
I could have
way!
used that one time where that kid got shot over here. Okay. We're on our way back. I had to shit terribly. I was about to shit my pants.
Okay, stop. So we were in the car. No, I'm gonna set it
In
up
the
for you.
middle of
I'm
my
gonna
confession.
set it up for you. I'm gonna set it up for you.
Okay, set it up.
So we have already. He told me he had to go to the bathroom while we were still at our first destination, and I was like, "Well, do you want to go?" He's like, "No, I'll just wait till we get home." It was like a half-hour drive. We get 15 minutes in. He goes, "That was dumb. I should have went." So we're already into this, and he has to go to the bathroom. Now continue your story.
Okay. So it's to the point where I'm like removing my seatbelt, I'm undoing my belt, I'm undoing my pants, just anything to relieve the pressure.
Not a joke.
No, and it is horrible. So, yeah, we get back close to
sweating.
home finally. Yeah, I'm basically sweating at this point. We're getting pulling up near our house, and we have to stop at the stoplight to take a left. And these lights are horrible because we're on University. So it's very biased for University.
No one knows where that is.
University is, like, everyone knows University is a main road. Wherever the hell you're from. There's a lot of universities. Okay.
You're not wrong.
Yes.
Not wrong.
So we're turning left and waiting for the light, and we get the white flashing light that says, like, there's an emergency vehicle coming through. So it's turning off the lights. And so the cop will come through, and then University will get the green light again, and it totally skips us. So we sat at one stoplight for literally like 15 minutes, and I was like, that's it, I'm going to the next one. So we get on University, we drive up to the next stoplights to take a left, and the same shit keeps happening, of course.
Mind you, we are less than 2 minutes from home.
Yeah,
sitting at a stoplight for 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're literally like 2-3 blocks away from our house. Like, I almost bailed on the car and ran. So
you ended up doing that, actually.
Yeah. So we finally get the green out of it, skipping us after like 5 or 6 lights. We finally get the green. Like, I'm speeding down residential roads, and pull into the alley, pull up to the house, and like Slay and our kid are going out to her parents' house for a visit. So I have to get in the house, so I need the car key. She wants to get going. So basically, I had to run with my pants falling down to the house, unlock the door, and then run back to her to give her the car key.
His pants were actually down.
Yeah, they were down.
He was running with his pants down because he had to shit that bad.
And
sweating, tears in his eyes,
yes,
running to the bathroom.
And that was the best feeling shit I've ever had in my life once I got to the toilet. I don't know how we got on this topic anymore, but it happened.
Where if you had the horn, you could have negotiated.
Oh yes,
with the
I could have. Yeah, with the cops, I could have been like, "The kid's already dead. You can wait. I'm about to shit myself," and they'd be like, "Okay."
Living person here.
Hashtag
Yeah.
relatable.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. R.I.P. to whoever the kid was.
Yeah, you're
It's
kind of a
terrible.
dick.
Yeah.
I kind of am, but
You almost shit your pants.
that was a worse feeling than getting shot. I feel like. So, all right, onwards. Okay, that was
Alright.
that's basically the end of my pitch.
Thank God.
All right, Akko, if you can gather yourself together here, you can pitch us something good.
So okay.
How can you follow that?
I can't follow that.
How can you follow a dead kid?
Dead
Well, first
cat.
off, you can't because they're dead. So unless
Exactly,
you die too.
yeah.
But anyways,
But
all right. So I've done no research on this.
Great.
Nothing at all. It might already exist. I don't know.
We're off to a killer start.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah.
But anyways, so do you want to be the very best that ever was?
Oh, Jesus.
Of course I do.
Perfect. Because I'm talking about cooking noodles.
Cooking noodles.
Sounds like you're ripping off
Okay.
Pokemon. Isn't that like a trademark copyright? Something's got to be onto that song.
Well, he changed it a little bit.
changed it.
So, yeah. He
I
didn't say,
rest
like,
that.
no one ever was.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
So,
'Kay.
nailed it.
Nailed it. Perfect. That's it. All right.
So you're gonna cook noodles.
Yep.
Like no one, or like,
No one ever was.
yeah.
Because you're sitting there, you're warming up the water, it's boiling, you throw in the noodles, and then they burn to the bottom of the pan because you went and took a phone call or had to take a dump.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Yep. See? So, my invention is a device you put on there that will do this.
So
motion.
stirring.
Okay.
I think that actually
We
does
are-
Oh my
exist.
God, I don't know what this
Stop. We are on a podcast. No one can see what you were doing.
That's the point.
He's stirring the pot.
There we go. That's the
So
word.
like a KitchenAid that sits on the stove.
Yeah, pretty much. A thing that will stir the noodles for you.
I mean, that probably does exist because
I feel like
That's what I
I did
feel like it
see
does
one
too,
something.
but-
I mean, it's a good idea. Like
Like I
definitely-
said, I did no research, nothing.
No, you know what you need? You need somebody who will deliver you meals at
or
a
pills.
or pills at a reasonable cost. There, done.
Done.
That's all
Nailed
you
it.
need.
You don't need to
Perfect.
stir anymore.
I don't know.
But
I
no,
just burned too many macaroni noodles on the bottom of those pans, so.
I agree with that though. I've made a lot of pasta and it just sucks.
No, you
You
have
have
to
to
start
throw it in there.
seeing big picture. If we
No,
are post
throw it in
food,
there.
you'll never have to cook again.
I will never be post food. When everyone else is post food, I'll still be finding food and eating it.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
All right.
It's wasting time.
But no, it just sucks going back, sitting on the couch watching TV and having to keep getting up and stirring and coming back.
Because all of a sudden you forget and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, the noodles. And then you run back and you're
Well-
trying to spin it and you're just like scraping it off
And
the
then the
bottom.
pot overflows with water and
Yeah.
fire goes
that
everywhere.
I literally don't have that problem like ever. I mean, I guess yeah, if you have to go to the bathroom, that's one thing. But like, if you're going back to watch TV, like just don't do that. Like this is the 21st century.
You
Bring your iPad or your phone over to the
Well,
place that you're cooking. And
let's
just,
say you threw some spaghetti in and you're cooking and you go over the TV and you've never heard of it. You didn't know it was coming out, but you flip to a channel and they filmed a new episode of Xena out of nowhere. And you're like, holy shit, I have to watch this. And you forgot about the noodles.
well,
You would forget about
the
the
entire
noodles.
house is burning down at that point. Like the bottom of the pan is the least of my problems.
I just imagine Kat sitting in a room in flames.
I would be. I
An
didn't.
impromptu Zeta episode.
I'm pretty sure I didn't go outside the entire year that I got my Xena collection on DVD. I'm pretty sure I just barricaded myself in my bedroom.
We weren't friends for a year because I didn't see you.
Probably. I mean, unless you came over to my house to watch Xena, because that's what all my other friends did.
Oh my god.
Call back to 13-year-old
I'm
me.
having a fun time. Not.
But yeah, that was my invention. That was it.
All right.
Self-stirring pot.
Self-stirring spot.
Spot.
What if instead of you could get something more out of it, but what if instead of something you could clip on that stirs the top, what if you had just like a small rotary thing at the bottom that just
See, I thought of that
turned the
too.
water?
But then that thing would get very hot because it would be right on the burner.
Yeah,
Well, right, but you can make it fireproof.
I guess.
But it's kind
But
of.
if you're making it fireproof, and whatever, like if it can't burn, then the noodles wouldn't stick even if it was sitting still.
What? Your pot doesn't burn.
Well, right, but it burns to the bottom of the pot. But
Like the
does.
noodles do. Yeah.
But if the whole bottom of the pot spun,
Right.
then it wouldn't stick to the bottom. That would do the same thing, yeah.
I feel like you need something in there though, actually moving around. Because even if you turn a pot, like the pot.
Well, no, no.
I'm saying like
It
having
would have like little spokes.
yeah, and having
spokes
it,
or
like
something that
like
actually
a
spin.
blender.
Yeah.
But obviously not super high speed.
Not super high speed and not sharp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't need a spaghetti smoothie.
we ain't that old yet. Hey, people do that.
Post food.
We're never gonna be post food,
No, we're
Slay.
not.
Get off of it.
No.
Everyone here likes
I will,
food.
I will die on this hill. I want.
Yeah, you will, because you
That
need
was my
food to live.
that was my only reasonable actual idea that could possibly be an actual thing.
It's kind of funny to me that you went that direction because last night I was at work and I was sitting there trying to think of what I wanted to bring to the table. And something that crossed my mind that I was going to bring up, and now I'm going to, is so I thought about like making pots and pans or like the bottom of it underneath, there's like 2 like steel layers. And so when you're cooking, because I know, of course, with like noodles and stuff, you have like strainers, colanders, whatever you want to pour it into to do that. But I was thinking like taco meat, sometimes you have to like, when you're cooking the hamburger, drain the fluid. And every time I do that, I always lose some of the meat. Like I try spraying the water, but some meat keeps falling out. So I was like, well, what if there's like a pan where you brought it over the sink and you hit like a little trigger thing, and the 2 bottom pieces like kind of separated, and there's like slots in there, so like the water would come out but the meat would all stay in. That's what I was thinking of.
I think there is a pot that like it's basically a colander that sits like locks into a pot so that you could just lift out the first part, which is it turns into a colander. I think. I feel like I've seen that on TV.
I did zero research on this, so I didn't know.
I think we've all done zero research on pretty much everything.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I have a second one that, I mean, I'm pretty much just talking to Akko on this.
Ooh. Oh, God.
But
it's going to be super weeb.
it's yes.
I will enjoy this.
Really weeby.
I am focused.
Okay. So, when you are looking to consume any form of anime or manga, how many sites are there?
Too many.
Right.
This is weird. This was the thought I was having last night too.
So,
but I'll let you do it.
Especially with manga, the only places you can really read it is if you go to a website and you buy the damn thing, or you have to stream it, or you have to go to an illegal site and read it illegally. Which I feel really guilty about doing that because I want to support the artists and I want to support, the people making it, because they're already not making a whole lot. Like, the industry doesn't make a whole lot. And same thing with the anime itself. Either you have to pay for all the different sites that all of them are streaming through in hopes that it has what you're looking for, or you go to one illegal site and watch it all pirated for free. So I was thinking of almost like a library of sorts where you pay a monthly like library card and you get limited access. So let's say with your $30 a month, you get all the anime from all the different sites, but you only can watch 3 series within that time frame or something.
So this
like
is kind of
that.
like a Patreon system where different prices per month you get.
Not necessarily,
because
you need to limit the consumption, because otherwise everyone will just download everything and steal it illegally, which is not helping the cause. Like, especially with digital books, like you can pirate a digital book like so easily.
Yeah.
So making it like just making the process so you can't screen grab it, and making it kind of like a library where you can sample that, like you can go and you can read them as much as you want, but then in a limited time.
You have to return it afterwards.
Yeah, you have to return it. You can't hold on to that book forever, unless the next month comes and you decide to use one of your 3 free manga subscriptions to go and collect it again, so you can either continue reading it or whatever. And then that way it's all in one, and you're still paying something to have it go to obviously it would go to the people who created it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm just sick of watching one thing on fucking Hulu and this other thing on Amazon Prime and then everything else on Crunchyroll. But oh wait, Funimation has the dub and this one has the sub, and I get for licensing reasons you want to be diversified so it doesn't monopolize. But at the same time, as a consumer, I'm so annoyed that I can never find.
Especially when you're like, oh, that one I really want to watch is only on this one site. So I have to spend $10 a month just to watch this one show.
Right.
Well, and then the other issue too that you brought up is, so you were wanting to watch that Erased.
Yeah.
But you couldn't, like, you were looking for it and you couldn't find it because we have all these different, like, places that, like, what the heck do you call them?
Like apps?
Yeah, like the different apps and stuff like that, the subscriptions. Yeah, streaming services, that's what I was looking for. So we have all these different ones, and you, like, saw it, but you can't remember where you saw it, so you basically have to go through every one of them and try search it to find where it was. Yep. So,
well, even
this
if
would make it a lot easier.
The worst thing, too, is even if you try and Google where to watch something, they flip-flop a lot. Because I've noticed things where it's like, it was on Funimation, but now it's on Crunchyroll. But now Amazon bought it, so it's on Amazon now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, there's many shows that do this. They jump streaming services once, that streaming service is like, it's not that popular anymore. We'll move it over here.
Yeah.
Now that place buys it, so you're just like, oh, it was on here. Oh, they got rid of the first 2 seasons and only the last season on here? What?
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, searching...
Well, my Crunchyroll, My Hero, doesn't have the first season on it.
Really?
Yeah.
They got rid of it?
Yeah. They got rid of the first season.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
Why do you think Aqua asked for the Funimation account?
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
To watch it, we needed a Funimation account to watch the first season.
I think... So I actually was having a similar thought when I was thinking of ideas, too. Is like... But I don't think it has to stop at, like, anime or manga. Like, you can do this with anything, because, like, I buy, like, okay, if I get HBO, it's clearly just to watch Game of Thrones. Like, I hate having to get one subscription just to watch one show. Whereas I feel like if you could pay a monthly fee, and let's say, kind of like a Patreon, where you say, you pay this fee if you want 5 shows, you pay this fee if you want 10 shows, or you could pay a bigger fee and get unlimited shows, but then you have access to everything and not just a little pool of whatever that one allows.
Yeah, that would be good too.
I get why. I totally get why you want different. You don't want everything in one, because then they'll monopolize, and then the prices will be jacked, and then it's going to cost you $100 to watch freaking one episode of Game of Thrones. So I get it, but I'm as a consumer, I'm lazy, and I don't want. Yeah. If there's an option where it can, I don't know, give me limited access. Well, I obviously want to watch the whole thing, but like some sort of I'm buying tokens to watch what I want to watch, and that way I'm only paying for what I want and not paying for fucking everything here under the sun. I don't know how it would work.
Yeah, because that'd be tough. So it'd be...
Unless there was like a different, like, let's say you download an app that can sync up to Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, so that shows you your library of shows available to you based on the apps you already pay for.
Yeah.
Like, if there's something like that, I would totally buy that. Like, if it showed all my Hulu, like,
where
Amazon,
to find it, like, so you load that up, so it'll be like, you can watch this on Hulu.
Yeah, it'll have a list of your things, you click on it, and it says, okay, like, let's say I find Game of Thrones, and then it'll just bring me to the HBO app. Because you can sync it to the other apps. Okay,
I'm a shark. I am investing everything into that.
Yes, exactly. That's great, because I know the other one that you brought up about just being able to pick your shows. I know cable services are going to put up a huge stink on that, because they're going to lose all their customers to that, because
they're already losing customers. Cable's already gone.
Everyone only watches like a select few channels already, so if they could like get like that app where you can just pick the channels you watch, and it's for like $14.99 a month, then no one's going to have any cable services, and they're going to lose all their customers and money.
Wow.
So this one is a lot better idea.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't save us that much money, but it saves us time at least.
And it wouldn't even save you money, really. Like, you download this app, let's say it's a free app, but it might have like an ad on it or something, and then you can pay to get the premium without ads. But like, it's just an ease of access to all the things you already paid for, because you still have to pay for your Hulu, you still have to pay for your Netflix.
And it's not like you're not infringing on anything legally, because you basically just, for whoever runs this app, you basically just need somebody who owns each account, and then just each day or week go through and be like, what new show is added to the app.
You wouldn't have to have a person do that. You can just make a computer
you can make
algorithm.
A computer But I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't, you wouldn't need the okay from the companies to do that.
I'm just sad because I want to read manga, and the only way I can do that is illegally, unless I want to buy the damn manga.
And it's like $10 per book.
Right. Which, I mean,
per chapter.
But I'm also...
That's expensive. I decided though, I'm going to try and I'm going to collect all of My Hero manga.
I just want, like, a library. Like, I would, if we had a library, a manga library...
That only exists in Japan.
Town, fuck, I'd live there. You would never see me again. I would read everything in there.
Nerd alert.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a library, but...
It's a weeb.
Weeb alert.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's not a library, and you'd have to buy it, but Barnes & Noble has a crap ton. But you refuse to walk down the aisle because you're ashamed.
I walk down the aisle all the time.
Yeah, whenever I would take Akko to Barnes & Noble, I'd be looking at whatever books I was looking for, and every time I'm like, I don't know where he is. Just kidding. Always know where he is. Go down there, and there he is.
Yep.
I ain't afraid.
Like, the only time he ever strayed away from the manga aisles is if he, like, stumbled upon the board game aisles and was like, oh, fuck reading. I could play a game.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just read manga too quickly to really feel like I can justify spending.
Well, and it's the worst thing too about it is, you know how much money you'd be having to spend.
Right.
And since it's already free out there,
I just want a
like
library card.
I'm not gonna pass up.
I'm not against paying for it.
But it's already free. Like, why pay for it if you can already get it free? It's hard to get past that. Even though you want to support them, but it's like, well, it's already free and everybody else does it for free. So
you could also do like if you're just looking for the manga and you're just looking for books and not like shows, you could do like a Tinder, but like a book club version where literally you just find people that have the book you want and you just like swipe and then you guys trade books and borrow them.
There you go.
And you just keep the cycle going.
Good idea.
Could do that. Yeah.
Book club Tinder.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that would turn raunchy real fast, but...
Oh, that's fine.
meet up, swap books,
No
and
problem
swap body parts. Oh, shenanigans.
Swap body parts?
Bodily fluids.
Bodily fluids, I mean,
Some black market shit going on.
Yeah. Swap body parts.
You can read my manga, but only if I can have your spleen.
I want that
Breaking
kidney,
news.
girl.
Book trading site gets found out for selling human organs.
Underground organ trade.
Perfect. Well, that escalated very quickly.
I wonder if that's ever happened, like, people need kidneys and stuff, and they just, like, swap, or they need, like, oh, I need a kidney, and you need a this, and I have,
No.
let's just trade.
Well, you have to match, too, with,
yeah.
like,
Well,
blood
right,
types and stuff,
but
or
I'm
else,
saying if you did match.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's probably incidents where they matched.
Yeah.
Could trade, like, not just one person gives
Well, you
the
got
other, but
that, in some of those doctor shows, you got, like, the 3-person trade, someone needs a kidney, this person needs a...
Yeah, domino.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what they called it in Grey's Anatomy, where they had like 6 different kidney transplants, and then like a family member of each of the people that needed a kidney gave to somebody else in the circle.
Oh, wow.
So like somebody's wife, somebody's brother, and they'd all just like trade so that those 6 people all in the end had kidneys, and then the people like got their family member saved, even though they donated it to somebody else.
Nice.
I mean, that's Grey's Anatomy, so I have no idea if that could happen.
I think we should legalize the selling of
Body parts?
because I think, I don't know.
I mean,
But that's a rabbit hole discussion for a later time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Does anyone else have another one?
Not as good as
So my
those.
last one is, it's this revolutionary
You said
pill.
you had 2, and you're on your 3rd now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's going back to the food fucking pill again.
Really?
Okay,
Kinda
I did
like
have...
Yeah, we're done with that.
I did have 2 others that were like small ideas. One of them was actually similar to what I just said about the book club Tinder, but actually like a business network for like small business owners, say. So like you're looking for an accountant or a lawyer, and you can just go on there and you can like read people's profiles and swipe left or right to set up an actual meeting with them. But somewhere you can do it all at once. I know there's LinkedIn, but that's not like, you have to go search profiles and stuff. I just want to see like locally
honestly,
in my area.
LinkedIn is so not user friendly. I hate that site.
Yeah, it's annoying because you have to
Yeah.
message people and you have to but you'd have to research to even find them and see if they're even in your area. So I want something that just pops up with a 20-mile radius and says, here's all the accountants, here's all the lawyers, here's all the, whatever else you're looking for, bakeries. I don't fucking know. But like you can swipe left or right if you're trying to set up a meeting or at least get somebody to contact you from that place.
Yeah.
So that was one of my ideas because I know like my parents were talking about needing a tax person, but they moved to a different state, and so they didn't know where to find one. And I said to go on their neighborhood chat and just see if anybody had recommendations. But if there was an app like that you could see, and like you could see what they're rated from other users, stuff like that, that just says, okay, you're looking for a tax accountant and you're only willing to drive this far, so these are your options, and then read those people's profiles and pick.
Well, even so I had a lady where I used to work that did my hair all the time. She was herself a professional, but she did it out of her basement. So if you Googled hairdresser, she's not going to pop up.
Right.
But she does hair frequently out of her basement. That would be really helpful for where I live now. If I knew, hell, my neighbor could do that service for me and I wouldn't fucking know because they don't have an actual place. So I think that would also be...
Yeah, like all sorts of businesses.
Or even like a personal trainer in regards, like you could type in personal trainer and it could pop up like the Anytime Fitness, but you also have those independent people who can train people out of their house, and then that would be super helpful to know because usually that would be a lot cheaper.
Right. Yeah, and I think it would just be for the small business owners, like that could make a huge difference in like what they're doing in order to meet people, because some people just don't even know you exist, and so it's not even a matter of people like not trusting you or not liking your services. It might just be like you're not on their radar. So I think just having access to local people, because I don't feel like I would have to market myself like across the country. Like that doesn't make sense if I only want people within this certain radius anyways to come to my place because that's where I do business. If you're a hairdresser, you can't have clients across the country. Well, you can, but realistically they're not going to fly out to you to go get their hair cut. So just a local app that you can just find business people within your area.
I like that too, because
Yeah.
it's promoting small businesses, which is something you always want to, I feel like you always want to do.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
Yeah.
So that was another idea I had.
That's a good idea.
So, moral of the story, we need more Tinder.
Yes.
In different formats,
In
please.
different
Yeah,
forms.
yeah.
Tinder, make us
I've
happen.
never downloaded Tinder.
Me neither.
I'd really...
Me neither.
Maybe we should do that on a
I
podcast.
wanted to one
We
time.
should do that on a podcast. We could all see who we
Ooh.
match with. Just a couple married couples matching with
Yeah.
other people.
People are listening like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, because you get some of those really cool, like you read some of those bios. Because I've seen like top 10 like coolest like Tinder
Yeah, sure.
bios, whatever. But like, there's just so many creative. Like, there's one person that made a profile that they were Waldo, and this bio was like, "You found Waldo. You can end your life now."
Oh, God.
Wow. Jeez.
Like, it was all like, "Oh, it's funny." Then it went real darker. Like, oh, it was like,
that would be mine.
That is
It'd
awesome.
be like really cute pictures, like, haha, I'm this springy blonde. And then the last one would just be like me holding up a sign, like, go fucking kill yourself. And then,
Oh, my God.
Yay.
Good Lord.
I don't know, but there's like a lot of really creative like profiles. Like, they put like a lot of time into
What if-
creating something that's pretty good.
What if you're, like, not looking for somebody romantically, but you just want, like, a friend? Like, maybe I just want somebody to go to the mall with. Like, is there an option on Tinder where you can say friendship only?
It's in the bio.
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah.
It's really in the bio. You'd be like, not looking for a relationship.
No,
Bored
I
AF.
am triggered.
I'm not
would
saying
you
I don't
not-
have that.
Why would you not invite me to the mall, you bitch?
I'm-
We are neighbors, you fuckhead.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you slid down a slide and got a concussion, and now I can't go to the mall that day anymore, so I have to find a different friend to go with.
Ooh.
True story that
Yeah.
happened.
We played board games. I am really offended.
But maybe I really needed to buy some lipstick.
Okay, let's be honest. You did not need to buy lipstick.
No,
ever.
and that's why I came here to play games. But I'm just saying, in the future, there could be a time where I want to do something and you're not available.
She's trying to replace me. I don't know how I feel about this.
Let's be real. I'm 25 and I have a total of 3 friends. So on any given day, it's a very real possibility that not one of those 3 people is available, and I have to occupy myself somehow.
That's just sad.
Is that sad because you're saying Akko, Bob, and me are your 3 friends? Or are you not including
I was
Akko
including
and Bob?
No, I was not including
She's not
Uncle Bob.
including
I was thinking like shopping buddies. So I'm
Oh.
thinking my gal pals. And of course, I can hang out with my husband
This
if I
ring means
choose.
nothing.
But
Oh,
not Bob. You
sad.
still excluded Bob.
Well, I mean, you want to go to the mall, Bob?
Your
Yeah.
old Bob.
Oh yeah, you probably would. We can
Play
go
Pokemon.
play Pokemon.
Yes.
I'll have you know, Bob is now my best friend on Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
We're not best friends on
Exactly.
Pokemon Go, so
I
Not
don't,
even close, probably.
yeah,
No, I don't play Pokemon Go.
that's
I
your
get
problem.
bored of it too fast. I mean, I like it. I think it's a great game. But
New
I get
idea:
bored.
Tinder for Pokemon Go raids. Ayo.
That would be perfect.
Yes.
Because then you get a group together. You're all in a 5-mile radius or whatever, and just go around and.
Because I have issues finding people around here. Like, I don't
Even though
get
there's
out
a ton
too
of
much.
people around
There's
here.
a lot of people playing around our area, but
I can't
Like
find
the-
what site they're using.
no, me
Just-
neither.
just
Because I went to like
communicate.
Facebook and they have the Pokemon Go, but it's been like 3 months since the
Write
last
that down.
person. Whoops.
Okay.
So we have the Pokemon Go, our town,
Insert town name here.
and we, like, it's been like the last 3 months. There's only been like one post, so I can't really meet up with anyone, and I don't know when people are going to be at certain raids. Like the raids that I see from our house, there's only 3 gyms, and I can see when raids are happening, but I'll go out to those gyms when it's going on,
Okay.
and there's no one else there.
So I got up in the middle of the podcast to go put deodorant on because I kept smelling my armpits. And I keep smelling armpit, and I realized it was not me, it is Bob. And I am repulsed.
It's not.
I thought it was me this whole time.
No,
It
I have
is you.
deodorant on.
Okay, then it's that shirt. You smell like an armpit.
Smell
Well,
like
I
an
have
armpit.
armpits.
I went and put deodorant on because I thought I was smelling myself, and I was
Well,
repulsed.
Akko just got up, so maybe it's actually him, and he's trying to now escape the awkward.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing away the wrappers.
I didn't brush my teeth yet today, so it could be
Oh,
that too.
maybe that's it. Oh, Oh, you disgusting son of a bitch.
It
But
happens.
did you at least
Well-
eat something minty?
I would say we should probably
Drink
end
his
this here.
Bang energy drink.
Yeah, I think we're all out of Shark Tank ideas. So, I mean, Squad Tank ideas.
Squad tank
Post
fails.
food, buy the pills, 2020.
Don't do any of that. So, yeah. I guess we will bid you all adieu until next week. And I guess if you're still listening, kudos to you for enjoying our blathering. Bye!
Blathering.
See ya.
See ya.